A very good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. So, in the previous video, we studied about vitamins and minerals. In this video, we will study about dietary fibers. It is one of the component of food. Now, before starting, let us revise what we have studied yet. We have studied about nutrient. How many types of nutrient are there? 5 type of nutrients are there. First one is carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin and minerals. 5 are there. And if we will say components of food, so there are 3 components of food. First is nutrient, then dietary fibers, and next one is water. So we have studied about nutrients. So in this video we will study about dietary fibers and water. Now let's begin with dietary fibers first. So dietary fibers are also known as roughage. What they are known as? They are known as roughage. Dietary fibers are known as roughage. They are provided by plant product. They are provided by plant product in our food. Means all the raw material that we eat as food provide us dietary fiber. Do not provide any nutrient. They do not provide any nutrient to our body, but they are very essential for our body. Help body to get rid of undigested food. They help our body to get rid of undigested food present in our body. They provide bulk to that. They provide bulk to undigested food and help it to come out of our body. So dietary fibers are very important in that sense. So, sources of dietary fibers are whole grains, pulses, potato, fresh fruits and vegetables are main sources of roughage. So, we can say that we get roughage from whole grains and pulses. All the fruits and vegetables all are the sources of dietary fibers. Now, let's move to water. As we all know, water is important for us. You all know this thing. Now we have studied from first class of when we are not going to school, then also we know that water is very important for us. But in our food, why water is important? You know this thing? Yes, you must be knowing. So let's study that only. So water help body to absorb nutrient from the food. What the water is doing? Water help body to absorb the nutrient present in the food. Water help in throwing out some waste from our body as urine and sweat. What happens when in this summer season we get sweat, urine, all are the examples of unwanted water from our body. Water help in maintaining our body temperature, and our body temperature is maintained by water. So these are the 3 uses of water inside our body. So it is the component of food. Water is also the component of food. And sources of water you all know. So what is the main source of water on the earth? Yes, rain is the main source of water on the earth. And other sources are river, lakes, pond, glaciers, all are the sources of water, but the main source of water is rainwater. Now we will study about balanced diet. What is balanced diet? Diet which contain all types of nutrient in fixed amount, or we can say balanced amount. Right amount is called a balanced diet. So balanced diet, examples of balanced diet is jaggery, sattu, banana, etc. These all are the examples of balanced diet. Now you will say, what is balanced diet? Balanced diet is what? Is definition written here? No. Balanced diet is far means away from this definition. It is means we are taking all the nutrients. we are not skipping any. You all know the types of nutrient, 5 are there: carbohydrate, fat, vitamin, protein and mineral. So means taking all the 5 nutrient in right quantity is balanced diet. Yes or no? Now you all know that each protein, we have studied about nutrients, so each nutrient has specific role in our body. Each nutrient is providing different thing to our body, so we can say each and every nutrient is essential for our body, and if we will not take that, then our diet will not be a balanced diet and our body will not able to grow up as we want or as it is required. So balanced diet is very important, as it is very important for our body tissues. Now, do you think people of all ages, all age groups need same type of nutrient? Yes, tell. Do all people need same type of nutrient? No. Different types of age group people require different types of nutrient. Okay. Now, as we will say in this, if you are a child, okay, a child require more amount of protein because their body are on the stage of growing up. So for growing up, what we require protein. Similarly, for different age group, different nutrients are required in different amount. All are required, but how much amount it will be required, so it depends on the age group also. Okay. So now if I'll say that you are taking only carbohydrate, not other food, that is it good for your body? No, it is not good for your body, as we require all the nutrients in a balanced quantity. Now we were talking about this also, and balanced diet also depend on the amount of work we are doing in a day. Means if we are just sitting idle, not doing anything for the whole day, just sleeping, then eating, then sleeping, eating, nothing else, no physical work is there, in that case only small amount of energy is required, and for that small amount of energy small food is required. Means small amount of food is required. So balanced diet, or we can say food, also depend on the work we are doing in the whole day. Now what these food also loses nutrient, or we can say some food lose nutrients when we overcook them or we wash them thoroughly. So we should not overcook a food. We should not overcook, because when we overcook a food item, its nutrient get lost. Like vitamin C, if we will vitamin C rich food, if we will heat them or cook them, then the vitamin will lose. Vitamin C will be loose from that. So we should not overcook them, or means we should not wash them too much that they lose their vitamins. So now if I'll say that you like only okay, what you like only Maggie. Okay, you are only eating Maggie. Is it good? No, because Maggie is made up of what refined atta, that is maida, and it is of wheat, and wheat provides us carbohydrates. Means what you are getting, only carbohydrate you are getting, not other things, only carbohydrate, and that carbohydrate is not enough, as we want all the nutrients. Yes or no? Now what will happen, the deficiency of other things will, your body will require other things also. Fat is not there, protein is not there, vitamin is not there, minerals are not there. So what will happen, a deficiency will occur. What will happen, deficiency will occur. Now before coming to the deficiency, if I'll say you like samosas, yes or no, you like? Okay, if you are eating samosas regularly, and you are taking so much of ghee, you are taking so much of oil, So what will happen? A condition that is called obesity. What it is called? Obesity will occur, which means a condition caused due to high intake of fat in the body is called obesity. When you take too much of fat in the body, it comes to a condition that is called obesity. What it is called? It is called obesity. And this condition increases the risk of disease such as heart attack, high blood pressure and diabetes in the body. So we should not take high amount of fat. If we are taking, then we should do regular exercise, okay, so that the fat can be digested. As we have studied earlier also, that fat store in our skin, under our skin, or around our heart and kidney. So it is very harmful, as heart is the main pumping, because of which we are alive. Means if fat will wrap that heart, then it will not be able to pump properly and then think. So we should not take high amount of fat also. Now, okay, we were talking about the deficiency. So if we will not take a specific thing or specific nutrient for a long period of time, then what will happen? A disease can cause, that is deficiency disease. So what are deficiency disease? Deficiency disease caused due to lack of certain nutrient over a long period of time is called a deficiency disease. Means if we are not taking any nutrient for a long period of time, then it can cause a disease, and these diseases are known as deficiency. Deficiency means lack. So disease caused due to lack of any nutrient in the body is called a deficiency disease. Means if okay, if I said now you are taking too much of fat, and okay, you are now health conscious, you are thinking that I'll not take any type of fat because I want to be healthy, so I will not take any type of fat, and you are not taking it for 2 to 3 years, 1 2 3 years gone, and you have not taken a single bite of fat in your food. So what will happen? It will also take a it will also cause a disease, and that will be a deficiency disease. So intake of every nutrient is very important. Like some people don't like to have vegetables and fruits. So in the and you know that this vegetables and fruits are sources of vitamins. Yes or no? They are also sources of vitamins. So due to this, what will happen? Deficiency of vitamin will occur, and so many diseases are there that can occur. So let's have a look. Now if a person does not get enough protein, if a person does not get enough protein in her or his food for a long time, swelling, what will happen? Means if they are not taking enough protein in the food, what will happen? Stunt growth will be there. Stunt means short heighted, your height will not grow. Stunt growth will be there. Swelling of face, your face will swell up. Discoloring of hair, you must have seen gray hairs in the small children also. So this is all due to the lack of protein. Skin diseases and diarrhea, you know, and diarrhea, skin disease means what will happen? Pimples will occur on your face, or other rashes, and anything, any skin disease may be caused. And diarrhea means you will face the loose motions, anything like that you can face. So this is due to the deficiency of protein in our food. If a diet is rich in both carbohydrate and if a diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and protein, if you are not taking carbohydrate and protein, both things you are not taking, carbohydrate and protein also, then what will happen? The growth may stop completely. Means your height will not increase. If you are this much, then you will be this much only. Your height will not increase, your growth will not be there. such a person become very lean and thin and so weak that he or she may not even be able to move. Such person, what they become? They become very thin and they don't even have energy to stand or move. Okay, this is due to deficiency of carbohydrates and protein, both the things. And a disease is there, it is called kwashiorkor. What it is called? Kwashiorkor. It is due to the deficiency of protein in our food. Kwashiorkor. Okay, if the diet is deficient in both the carbohydrates and fat, it may cause many diseases. The deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases and disorder. So now we will study that which are the diseases that can cause due to the deficiency of vitamins and mineral in our food. Now here you can see a table. It is vitamin and minerals deficiency disorder. Now first one is vitamin A. First one is the vitamin A. So vitamin A deficiency or disorder, loss of vision, means if you will not take vitamin A in good quantity or in a fixed quantity required amount, what disease may cause? Poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, sometimes complete loss of vision, and this disease is known as night blindness. What it is called? Night blindness. It is due to the lack of vitamin A in our food. Vitamin B1, it is very weak muscles and very little energy to work. In this, what are symptoms? That weak muscle, our muscles become very weak and our energy level also goes down. Vitamin B, you can learn it like vitamin B, and B for vitamin B, and berry BB. Okay, now vitamin C. Vitamin C is scurvy. It is scurvy. Vitamin C. So disease caused by vitamin C is scurvy. What it is? It is scurvy. And what are the symptoms? Bleeding gums. What will happen? Our gums will start bleeding, wounds take longer to heal, and when we get hurt, what will happen? The wounds will take longer to heal. So this is due to the deficiency of vitamin C, and we get vitamin C from which fruits? Citrus fruit. Yes, all the citrus fruits like lemon, amla are the sources of vitamin C. Now coming to vitamin D. Vitamin D is causing which type of disease? Deficiency disease caused by lack of vitamin D is ricket. It is ricket, and symptoms: bones become soft and bend. What happens? It is affecting our bones. Calcium, bone and teeth decay. What will happen? Due to the lack of calcium, our bones and teeth will decay. Weak symptoms: weak bones, tooth decay. These are the symptoms of lack of calcium. Now iodine, the disease caused by iodine is goiter. It is written here, goiter. And what are the symptoms? Gland in the neck appears swollen. Mental disability in the children. Due to the this lack of iodine, what will happen? This gland, this will swallow up, and this is called goiter. Iron is anemia. Anemia means lack of hemoglobin in our blood. So iron causes a disease known as anemia, and what happen in this case? Weakness can be seen. So these are the diseases caused by the deficiency of vitamins in our body. Now let us summarize what we have studied in this chapter. So in this chapter we studied about major nutrients in our food, that were carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamin and minerals. These we have studied. We also studied about dietary fibers and water. Carbohydrates and fats mainly provide energy to our body. So energy giving foods are carbohydrates and fats, and protective foods are vitamins and minerals. Yes, and bodybuilding one is protein. Protein is bodybuilding food. Vitamin help in protecting our body against disease, and we studied about balanced diet. Balanced diet provide all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities, along with adequate amount of roughage and water. Means with all the nutrients, what should we take? We should take roughage and water also. Deficiency of one or more nutrient in our food for a long time may cause certain diseases or disorders, and they are called deficiency disease that we studied today. So this is the end of the chapter. This is end of second chapter. So now this is your exercise work that you have to do. This you will do in your rough notebook. First question is the major nutrient in our food. You will write all the major nutrient present in our food that we have studied in this chapter. Name the following. You will do. These are the short questions. So you will write only one word for them. Name two food rich in fats, starch, dietary fibers and protein. You will write two food items which are the sources of these things. Starch means what? Carbohydrate, because carbohydrate is, we take carbohydrate in the form of starch. So in the second one you will write sources of carbohydrate. Don't get confused, okay? Now this is tick the correct answer. You will write true or false in this, or write this or this. Fill in the blanks, this. Now these all we have studied in this chapter, so it will be very easy for you to do this. So this is your homework. So take care and do your work. Sai Ram.